Right. So yeah, I'm Neil Toner, workstream lead from the Yorkshire and Humber AHSN. So I'm in Leeds, in the city of Leeds, but our organisation covers the whole of Yorkshire. So for those of you who aren't aware of what the who the AHSNs are, we were set up by NHS England in 2012, 2013 to support innovation in the NHS. There's 15 of us across the country there. There's a map of England. There's Yorkshire and Humber, they're circled towards the top. And we are a network of networks. So whilst people can engage directly with the Yorkshire and Humber AHSN, they're actually then able to then access the rest of the network as well, and we can provide introductions and support through to the other parts of the ecosystem as well. We've got three key goals which drive all the activity that we do, and that's to improve health, to drive down costs for the NHS and improve efficiencies, and also importantly stimulating economic growth, which is the kind of side of the organisation I'm going to concentrate on. I work in the enterprise and innovation team, which is the commercial side of the AHSN and the side that supports innovators, SMEs, and engages with international organisations as well. A little bit about some of the impact of the work that we carry out. So we've got lots of people working on projects with the NHS in our project delivery team. And, you know, some of the stats there for the work we've done, you know, over 200,000 patients have benefited from better, safer care from projects that we've worked on. But then in our team, the work that we've done, that last year generated over £22 million worth of investment into the region. We supported over 300 companies, and we ran 16 events through the course of the year to showcase innovation from either different clinical settings or different technology settings as well. We see ourselves as a kind of UK market access partner for international companies. Obviously, we focus on UK companies primarily, but actually we're very outward facing in terms of engagement with international companies, and the support and insight we can provide them really varies depending on their needs and where they are in terms of the opportunity to engage with the UK. But the basic thing we can offer is an introductory call and triage them and find out where they're at, what their offer is, what their kind of level of engagement is with the UK, and provide them with some, you know, signposting, some insight, the benefit of our experience. You know, I've got a background in working in digital health for over 10 years. So as other members of our team that are able to provide that insight and provide the kind of content and support they might need for that kind of initial step into the UK. And then over time that support can then become more detailed. You know, we may well review their value proposition and provide them with a bit more insight into how to best present their offering to the NHS. We have a small funding pot for real world evaluation. So if they have managed to secure a pilot in our region, then we're able to co-fund a evaluation of that program to find out what the patient benefits are, what the financial benefits are of that, and create content for their business case for their next sales pitch. We may well introduce them to our NHS stakeholders because they're in a position now to actually kick on and start selling to the NHS. So lots of work we can do with companies, and as I said, we support over 300 companies each year with that engagement. I mentioned we're very internationally focused. So last year we actually delivered and supported over 13 international events, and here's some of the kind of countries and territories that we've had engagement with. We've done a lot of work with Norway, an organisation called Norway Health Tech. We were just meeting just this week a team from Germany, from Baden-Württemberg state, who are interested in engagement with our region. Lots of work with the Nordics and Israel and different parts of the US ecosystem as well. And very much keen to kind of engage and partner with new organisations from new countries. As I mentioned, we supported delegation visits to Leeds. This was an Estonian delegation that we hosted in September 2022. We had 12 companies come over with some supporting partners. We put on a big event for them there. You can see a couple of photos. We had a kind of morning session, and then in the afternoon we had kind of a networking session where we brought together NHS stakeholders, accelerator programs, health research organisations, basically all the key individuals and supporting partners that a newly landed company in the region would need. So really great day that one. And then in March of this year, we had a Norwegian delegation that came to Leeds. And just earlier this month, we had an Israeli delegation come to Leeds as part of a program to encourage pilot projects with the NHS in the north of England. We've got a slightly different to many of the HSNs in England. We've got an accelerator program, which makes us reasonably unique. So we've been developing this program over 4 years, and this focuses on UK early stage digital health companies, provides them with a series of workshops and masterclasses to accelerate their business and their journey into the NHS. That's a quick overview of some of the masterclasses that we run there. It covers everything from business support all the way through to engagement with the NHS, procurement, evidence generation and funding and finance. And what we've done with that content is we've kind of created an international version of it. So we've now created the Propel International Bootcamp, which is a week-long series of activities covering a lot of those masterclasses, but obviously bespoke for the international audience. And it's all about giving them the content and understanding to accelerate their opportunity in the UK, and also provide them with that safe landing pad of Leeds and the wider Yorkshire ecosystem to help support them going forward. So within that week, they're going to learn a lot and they're going to network a lot. But then after that, then they can create a clearer strategy about how to come back to the UK and engage with the system here. We ran that program for the first time last March with 5 US companies that were supported by the Department of International Trade. Got some really great feedback from them. The quote that we like to use from one of the companies was 6 to 9 months worth of information in 4 to 5 days. So we work them hard, and we provide them with a lot of content and a lot of opportunity, and they're really appreciative. And actually, one of the companies is back in the UK just this week, presenting at Leeds Digital Festival and planning on launching their product in October, having lined up all the kind of regulatory and business side of the organisation ready for an October launch. So we've seen some real strong results from that cohort already. We ran the programme in January again with the Nordic cohort. That was part funded by Nordic Innovation, a pan-government organisation for supporting innovation across the Nordic system and beyond. And we're going to run that again in January 2024 with another cohort of around about 10 SMEs. We've got 8 to 10 SMEs coming over from Ontario, Canada, for the program as well in June, in the middle of June. So we'll be hosting them. And in fact, I haven't got a slide for this one, but 2 of my colleagues went out to India and did a taster version of the program to 25 Indian companies. And the goal is that of those 25, 10 will then come over in September of this year to go through the week-long program and engage with the system here. And we're always looking for new partners and new opportunities. We're exploring a potential Baltics one. We are obviously wanting to rerun it with a US cohort and engaging with lots of different parts of the system out there to see whether we do it state by state or more regionally. So talking to Nashville and Arkansas recently about potential program. We're exploring an Israel one. Obviously, I mentioned the Indian one as well, and we're discussing a Spanish one as well. So always keen to engage with new organisations who are in this space and interested. And it's about kind of building that trust and understanding of what the opportunity is here in Leeds and what we can provide with the content of the Propel programme. So that was a whistle-stop tour really of what we're up to, a little bit of a snapshot really of some of the activity we do in international. So it's just a great opportunity just to showcase that to a new group of people. So thank you very much, Andy.